All right. All right. So today's topic is the 6 stages of music production. And I'm going to have Marty go through it because he's been living this. You there, Marty?
I am
Go,
here.
Martin.
All right.
Every time I give a presentation. All right, now. So let me see if can we make this bigger? I can't read.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Jeez, you people.
I even have my glasses.
Poor Rob. Nobody can see that, Rob.
How's that? Is that
Make
better?
it bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, much better.
So, okay, so the 6 stages of music production by Plucky Lion. No, just kidding. This is all taken really from the internet, but it's really what we go through. So the first process would be the songwriting. And it's a very important part of this process because it's making the lyrics flow, making the song that is either fun or doesn't make sense. You know, you can make a song that doesn't make sense at all, but as long as it's really good with really good written melody and structure together, you know. But the songwriting process is super important and it could take a long time. After that, we move on to arranging it. And this is this is where I like to get stuck. Arrangements, okay? So this can be done before tracking or after tracking, things being placed later into the track or rough drafted. It can be done on paper as well as live sound. So we can write stuff down like this is where we want it to be, you know? Or we can make live sound on where we want it to be. And we take this and we arrange it so that we can try to make it sound at its best. Think of it like puzzle pieces, making everything fit so well that it flows. An example, we would take in a dull sounding song and arranging it to not be so dull. Arrangement is also where you would add certain instruments so that it can sound great. So if I write down, I would like a piano in this one spot, and these are the chords I want played right here. You know, these little tiny things that you're putting in there that later on when you go to tracking it, you might change your mind and go back to arranging again, right? Say, no, that doesn't sound good. Let's scratch that and go back to the drawing board. And then that's where we go to tracking. When we finally get to the process of tracking, this is where the music and lyrics are recorded. You should have multiple takes on this so that the person editing can pull from the other takes in case something sounds too off and needs to be pulled from another track. Also, if you do a single take on it, just know that is your take. And many people that are editing, mixing, mastering do not want you to send in anything else, or that costs a lot of money. Now, if we do one take on our side, right? We send in one take all the way through, and nothing's been spliced, split up into little groups or anything, or put together. You know, you didn't do any editing on your side. You just went all the way through. You might have to do that like 100 times before you get the right sound the right way. So not having the right way or the right sound, that's why we do multiple tracks, multiple takes. And then we send them all over to the editor. Everything goes into editing, and we tell the editor what our arrangement was. So we send him our arrangement as well. So now it goes to editing. And can we open that?
Yep.
Somebody's over there laughing.
I got somebody texting me.
All right. This is the process where someone takes the tracked recordings and puts things on beat, as well as making sure all the arrangements are in place correctly and at the right times. So,
Hello?
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 Can you hear
I
me?
just came back. I had a pause too where there was nothing. It
Okay.
says your internet connection's unstable.
Huh.
Well, I can hear you
That
well.
came up on my end. Did it come up on yours, Rob?
No, I'm throttling you because you're annoying me.
So,
Oh, Rob. I,
so when we're in the editing
Sammy.
process, we got to think, okay? We got to think about what we did in our arrangements. And the editor needs to be able to talk with us. Because if the editor messes up, right,
Mm.
we need to be able to hear what the editor's hearing. So the editor's going to make all these little arrangements based off of your arrangements.
Well, Mark,
And
sorry for interrupting you. Yeah, the three stages, songwriting, arranging, and tracking, these stages can be done by ourselves. And
the three,
enemy,
yes.
yes, it's where the the collaboration with the editor, for example, Jason, starts, because we have to talk to him, we have to collaborate with him, we have to work together, because he has to be guided. He can't do it alone. He
Right.
has to do
So-
what we tell him to do.
So when we're
Okay.
in the editing stage, we got to make sure that Jason knows exactly what our arrangements are so it doesn't throw him off guard, you know? And when there's something going on in the editing that Jason might have messed up on, we hear, so he will send a sample back and say, how does that sound? And then we listen closely and we look at our arrangements and we're like, that's perfect. Or no, there was that one spot right there that we missed those violins. Those the backtrack violins or something. But we really work close with our editors because even though we've arranged it, once it's in the editing process, we might change our mind on
Yes,
something.
it's
So-
possible. It's possible.
But we get stuck in a loop though sometimes where we keep changing our mind and we never get out of the editing process. So
Yeah.
this is something that Jason told me. He goes, you just have to know when it's basically time to stop and just move forward because you're your own critic, right?
Mhm.
This is a place in the editing process where the vocals will all be lined up and things that make sure that things don't blend wrong. So we're making sure that things are perfectly blending together. And it's gonna, in my opinion, it's gonna sound like a dry track. There's not much beauty going into it with all these reverbs and stuff like that. That's where we would get into mixing. So this is the step where someone would take the edited sound and make sure the levels are correct. So the background vocals are, hiding back there, and your main vocals are in the front. They're more focused. There's making sure that equalization's correct and is pleasant to the ears. If there's a small ambient sound, the person that's mixing wants to make sure that it is heard but not overheard. So it kind of just resonates in the minds of the person that's listening to it. The vocals would then need to be in the front, like I said, and then the background vocals at a lower level if you choose so. Hopefully you would choose so, unless you're doing a choir. That's different because you bring them all in at the same level. So this is where the sound of the song is vibrant. And for most songs today, stereo, reverb, and all kinds of awesome sounds will be placed in this stage. Most often for single tracks today, this will be the last stage unless you're creating an album. And there are people that will disagree with you on this. And that's just because of the day of age that we're living in. Because in the past, we would send our mix, right, to be mastered because we had a full CD. There's 10 tracks on there and we need them to be mastered so that they're all leveled together perfectly. But mixing and mastering at home now is kind of a common practice where we're just going to do this mixing and mastering. Now mastering is more of like a polished up thing. So let's go to the mastering.
Yeah.
So instead of sending it in, the final step of mastering, this is done when the person who is editing, if the song isn't sent out to be mastered, right? So if it's sent out to be mastered, obviously this is the mastering process where the person who's mastering your tracks makes them all sound good and makes sure that whoever was mixing it makes sure that that all is sounding good too. Nothing too piercing to the ears or too heavy on bass. It's going to blow your speakers. So It is something that is done when an album is created to ensure that all songs are leveled correctly with each other. The person will make sure that the final levels are correct and ready to go. But again, I said this is where a disagreement comes along in the whole entire community on what mixing and mastering is today. Because mastering today for some people is where you polish the track up, you know, so you're polishing the mix to where you're making it sound vibrant, you know. And I said vibrant back in the mix.
That's what I've been doing with my videos, Martin, because, you know, there are so many theories about this. They say some said that you have to master a track in order to make it sound good on the radio or on a mobile phone. There are different types, different kinds of mastering. So it's a crucial point. It can be a matter of taste. You know, this is, you know, I want this track with a lot of reverb. I don't want any reverb at all. So you have to choose. And what does it sound? How does it sound on the radio? Do you think that it's good for, you know, for something else, for a mobile phone, for a TV? There's a lot of different platforms, and each platform requires a different mastering. So this is how things have been going lately.
Yeah, and you're right. You know, if you were to send any song to the radio stations, you don't want to hear like, I'm just going to make something up. I'm going to start with a Z and end with an A. So ZWXA radio, you know, coming up next is Plucky Lions, Here I Am. And then it's blasting over the last song that you heard. It's just so loud that you got to turn it down. So we have to make sure that our levels are right in the mastering process. They look at the radio stations and they're like, okay. And they have certain specifications that you need to meet, requirements you have to meet before you can send it in. That's where mastering comes in.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's 100% right. And this is, you know, we could say Jason can master a track and make it sound beautiful, but we would have to send it back to Jason if we wanted him to like do like a remaster so that it could go on the radio, you know, if that was the specifications that the radio required, we would have to send it back. So that's nothing that we could predict at the time, you know. Spotify has their certain things that, you know, you have to. Rob, what was the website that we were doing that had specifications? So I had to take the track and I had to redo things.
TuneCore.
So yeah. So I did a little bit of mastering on my side to make sure that it was up to par with TuneCore. And that might not be the same as the radio stations or anywhere else. It just, you know, you just don't want to sound like you're screaming into the microphone when, you know, you're playing the radio and you hear a beautiful song and then the next thing you know, it's just blaring your speakers out. So we level those out correctly. And those are the 6 stages of the music production process. If you get stuck on arrangements, I understand. I've been there. I am there. And I didn't write quote of the week, did I? I don't think I did. So I'm going to hand this back over to Rob.
Well, before I give quote of the week, we'll do that at the end. I've got 2 options. We can, and I'll let you decide, Marty.
Oh.
Put you on the spot again.
I tried to throw it back to you.
Right? I'm good at deflecting. So we can either take a look at the app that Marty and I have been working on in Power Apps, so we can show you what we've been up to there, or we can see where Martin is at with When I Was Young.
Ooh. Okay, so who's in favor of When I Was Young? Right? Yep. I or say I, or can we get yay or nay?
Yeah, I'm always in favor of
music.
Yes, when I was young, because you know, I watched and heard Martin work at the song. I guess a week ago. Do you remember, Martin? We were together and he showed me a lot of things, a lot of interesting things. And yes, okay, I'm for the song. I'm for the song. Always.
All right.
I just have one question, Marty. you know, doing the songwriting, the arranging, the tracking, and then like flipping it over to Jason. I mean, to what degree in the editing, mixing, all of that, do you still have like complete autonomy that you can take his suggestions, but in the end, the final byproduct is still you? Or, you know, does Jason, you know, as a producer, kind of, you know, get his way too? How does that all work?
Well, okay, so some people really like what they're doing and they're not open to any suggestions. And we have run into those people. And upon giving suggestions to those people, they're just like, no, I won't have that. Well, with me and hopefully many artists, when they write music or when they arrange things, you send it over to the editor, and the editor can hear something that you don't hear, right? And he's going, hey, this don't sound right. This doesn't fit well. And so you're like, okay. And then you're gonna argue for a second, because obviously you just spent a lot of time arranging that. But when I was doing my last song with Jason, there was, you know, a feeling of, I didn't like what he was saying, but I had to understand one way or another because something was going on. And once I understood, it turned out to be wonderful. So what I'm doing now is I'm making the whole load for Jason easier so that he doesn't have to go through and try to figure out what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
So I could send him what I call like my my sound journal, where I do a whole bunch of sounds, but he has to figure out then, like, hey, I mean, do you want it in like this or that? You know, is it going to be a violin sound? Or, and I have to sit there and think about that. And now that's wasting his time. Instead, I can just have it right now. And if I like a violin sound, I say it's going to be a violin sound. If he starts to play a violin sound and I'm like, I don't like it, and I'm like, nope, can we switch that to something else? So, you know, we're not sitting there kind of, he's not sitting there arranging it with me. And it saves him a lot of time, because it's, yeah, so I'm open to suggestions. It doesn't really bother me. I know that once the suggestions are told, I was told that when I was young that I should do a certain count before I come into the main chorus, like the ballad of it. The ballad of it. That's right, ballad. And I disagreed so hard that I found a way to make it 4/4 without going into a longer spread out a beat. How can I say that right? So hold on, let me show you something.
You want to share your screen?
In 1 second, because I have it all up and I'm ready. Okay, so when we're doing When I Was Young, so it goes, you know, like da 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 da. I've been loving you. That part right there, the I've been loving you. I was suggested for it to go da 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 da. I've been loving you.
Yeah,
And I didn't like it.
That's what Jason suggested.
No,
No.
no, and I didn't like it though, and I was like, you know what? And I didn't like it so much that I dedicated like a week to trying to figure out how I can make it work, and I made it work, and I was like, yes. So I'm able to rush it without making it bad. So, and making everything on beat. And so I'll show you guys a little bit of what I did. Give me a minute. Oh boy, where am I at? You don't want to see my taskbar. It's everywhere. Here we are. Alrighty then. Cool. We're here. Let me know when everybody can see this.
Oh, this is familiar to me.
Yes.
So I have a lot of little tracks here, and let me move this over real fast. And if I go to start a new project, I have.
Can you make it bigger?
I can't. I can't make it bigger. I
I'm
apologize.
teasing.
but I
okay,
can't.
this is great. This is
Another
great.
intro. So okay, so I have these intros as well for, and so this is how it started. Let's go to when I was young guitar, right? It just didn't sound right to me. Everything was off beat. And I was trying, really trying.
But
I have it on 130. I had to slow it down because it's 140, but I had to slow it down. So let's go to this. It's on 130. It's meant to be played on 140. But there were so many inconsistencies that I was having. These are the vocals. And I dubbed up the vocals in this area right here. Let me select this. Yeah. So these are all dubbed up vocals. What I did was I sang my vocals on beat. Okay. So let's zoom in closer and you'll see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So I started singing my vocals on beat. And it was a real cool template for me to be able to play guitar to it. Because right here is the switch between when everything was better, I've been loving you. And it's everything was better, right? Better. 1. And then it just comes in. I've been loving you. Let's play that. Let me try to solo this out. Everything was better. I've been. Okay. That is too long to me. I don't like it. I want it to be more right here. Everything was better. I've been. Maybe right here. Everything was better. I've been loved. Okay. So if it was right there, if I placed my vocal tracks right there, you would see that. Okay, let's go in. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 comes in. Let's start off on this one. Let's start off on 1. So 1, 2, 4. 1. We'd have to push it into right there. Better. I've been loved. So we're kind of rushing it. Everything was better. I've been loving you. You can set it back 2 beats. And it will work right there as well. This needs to be pulled forward to the end.
You have to have the time to take a breath before you start. I've been loving you.
Oh, no.
So,
I mean, if I was to do that, it'd be like, so what I wanted it to be like, everything was better. Hold on. And everything was better. I've been loving you. Like that, okay? So
this is what you like.
Better.
This is your favorite version.
So everything was better. And I couldn't get it to work. Couldn't get it to work. So I decided to write this little template in the background. 1 second. Yeah, that's the intro. When I was young. All right. So I did this right here. Thoughts were endless and without pain. But where I'm at now, nothing feels the same. All right, it's going to be faster too. And then let's find out where this is at. Everything was better. Everything was better. I've been loving you. There we are. Since I was young. And so I found out where I wanted it to be. Everything was better. Everything was better. Let's go back one more. Everything was better. Nope, that's too soon. There we go. Everything was better. I've been loving you. There we are. Since I was young. Okay. So I have I've been right here. I've been loved. So loving comes in on the 1 count. I've been is on the 3 and the 4. And I'm okay with that. It works. So we have just different and it was really cool because I mean, I had a lot of
Eh,
advice and stuff
So
like that.
the bar that contains I've been
Yep.
it is a 4/4, so it's perfectly aligned with the
Yep.
previous bars. There's no need for a 2/4. It's 4/4.
Right. So I wanted to make sure that everything was coming in on 4/4 throughout the whole entire song because I was like,
Now, what did Jason suggest? An instrumental part, like a bridge between the two parts.
well, Jason didn't suggest this, but somebody else did. They suggested that it drops. Okay. Everything drops.
Stop playing. Then I've
Right.
been. That was an
So,
option. We talked about that. You
yeah.
know? But that's why I say it's a matter of taste sometimes. But in this case, the rhythm, the beat, they are perfect. So it's they. Well, it's good. It's good.
So I spent a lot of time trying to figure out the intro to the song because the
And
intro,
I liked the previous vocals too.
yeah, the intro. I mean, an intro to a song is like almost everything. So here's one of the intros I wrote. Oh, they're not going to play like that. What am I doing? Do you notice anything that's wrong in this picture? It's way over here.
I see a lot of different colors, but
Yeah.
you know,
There we go.
my expertise in this field is so irrelevant.
That's one of the intros. Let's go to the next one. And that's all 4/4. And I was super happy about that. And I was happy about this being in 4/4. It's just, you know, this is a shorter intro. This is a longer intro. And then other things started sparking. And I was like, Rob, you got to hear, you know, like, which one do you like better? So another intro for when I was young. Let's see if this one is it. Haha. Don't play those together. Those are out of sync. Okay, here's another one. Oh, I like that one. So that's a do-do-do-do-doom, do-do-do-do-doom, do-do-do-do-doom-doom-doom.
So when there are three different chords in the second part, yes.
Here's another one. And they all sound kind of alike, but it's just different ways of strumming. And that was the original one. This is actually the original one that we first started out with. And I said there has to be something more to it. I like that. So it's like. So that one's pretty and this one's pretty. I like these two. So it's kind of like a little catalog I'm building for myself on what I want for an intro. And that was a very short one. Da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun dun. And again, they all sound so similar, but they're different.
So it's I think that was a ninth. Yes, the chord is an F major ninth. Then three different chords, and then it's a B mol major.
Yeah. So if I plug in, this is I think my favorite one right here.
And I
That's
was
one of
young.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it goes when I was young. But we speed it up, of course. It would be like, let's do a different beat to it.
No.
Okay, that's what it's supposed to be sounding like, sped up. You guys, those little tiny things that you do with the fingers. And then
This is much better, Martin.
yeah.
That was too aggressive. It's a sound that you want to hear, and kind of meditation. There are a lot of memories. So that was too fast and too aggressive. No, this is the right one. You have to decide a short introduction or a longer introduction. I mean, the instrumental part.
Right.
If you want to come straight to the point, when I was young, then a short introduction, and then when I was young, or play it for 20 seconds, I don't know.
When I was young, things were easy in life. I rested softly as I slept through the night. It's like that.
Mm.
And it all fits together really well too when it's played out.
I think this is going to really work well, fully developed, as well as I think an acoustic stripped down version of this could work really well too.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking the acoustic. Yeah.
I agree. I like the acoustic version. Yes, you could make two different versions: an acoustic one and a classic rock one, pop one, as you like. But the acoustic is very good.
And Marty, do you share these files with Jason? Is that how it works? Sort of doing collaborative
Yeah,
working?
so if I click on this little song thing here, I can export my stems. And
I see.
yeah, I can just click everything in here and share them all with him.
So you can send those files over to him.
Yep.
Do you have
Great.
a DAW you're working with, Kevin?
No, this is the one I'm going to be looking into getting once my new computer arrives.
Definitely. This is a really, really cool machine. I'm going to show you some really cool stuff. Is it cool if I do?
Yeah,
Show
go
me some
ahead.
really cool stuff.
Yeah, I think
All right.
everybody's having fun.
So let's just do a new song. Let's do a new project. I'm not saving anything here. I'm going to add a track.
Oh, sorry, but and what are you using to record into the computer?
Oh, I'm using a Mackie Pro FX and mixer board and just a microphone. And a lot of people disagree on this, but I am using a cloud lifter on it.
So you're using a Mac
A Mackie Pro FX mixer board.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is it a USB or does it plug into the computer?
It is USB, but it's only 2 channels, so you're not gonna get a lot of channels out of it. So if you're wanting to like do drums on it, it's not one that it's not a good one for drums. So
Martin. So in theory, we could work together because I'm about to purchase a Mac, and I got a digital piano, the Casio, which is very, very good. So we could work together, and we could be online and work on the same piece. So
if we all got the same digital audio interface, I mean, you don't need the same digital audio interface.
But do I need 2 screens or just one? Do I need 2 screens to do this and maybe to work with you?
It's really up to you. It's preference, I would.
You could get by with 1 screen, but everything would be.
Yeah.
You'd have to just learn your way around the thing.
So let's go to some cool things you could do with this. Let's add a track here.
If I could do this, I would show Martin. I could play the piano for him, and everything would be much faster than it is now. And it would ask me, do you like this chord? Okay, let play it on the keyboard, and I would do that. So do this, do that, and we could do a lot of things together. And I'm seriously thinking about this. I'm gonna do this very soon. But I have to understand how to connect with you, because there are a lot of you of cables, and so you know that I'm very good at doing this. So I'm a bit scared, but no, we have Rob. Rob could connect with us, and
So Martin does this all on a PC. He doesn't have a Mac.
Yes, I don't have a Mac. I use a Mackie Pro FX mixer board.
Mackie Pro FX. Okay, thanks.
I'm not gonna purchase a Macintosh, because you have to. I would like to start editing music.
You can do it
Yeah.
on a PC.
Do a PC on or Mac. I'm on PC, Windows.
Oh yes, but I was told to use Logic and the Mac, and it's a second-hand computer. And I have a friend of mine is very good
Whatever
at
you
using
can
the-
get your hands on to record.
Mm,
So Mac and Logic, they're really good.
That's what I would like to do. I say I would like to do, because I know nothing about these items, and I can play the piano, and I just need a couple of cables, and just to connect my piano with the Mac, with the PC, whatever it is.
So you being a
and start
piano
doing it.
man, you would have this option to okay, so instruments, right? Well, you'd have to have your own plugin, but I have a Mai Tai plugin, and I don't know if you guys can see this at all. Can you see the
Wow.
plugin? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this comes up here, and you can do whatever you want with it, right? There's a lot of things you can do
No,
with
this
it.
is not the right sound.
But let's just say we wanted some sci-fi,
Do we have an?
right? We wanted something in there. Maybe we wanted some
This is Star Wars.
strings.
But
Want
do
some
we have
strings?
an electric piano? No.
All right, watch this though. Watch this, okay? Let's record that. Let's do the metronome. Oh, can you guys hear that sound coming through on my Discord?
Mhm.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
This is kind of an advertisement.
Watch this. Here we go. Okay, cool. And I'm off on that. I don't even know if it recorded. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if that recorded. So
Well, do you have the grand piano here? The grand piano type?
there's everything is on this, but I
How
don't
many
know why
kinds
it's not
of
recording.
pianos do you have in this program?
Maybe that's why. Let's try.
This kind of organ.
Huh. I had to figure that out. I don't play with this very often. Somebody was telling me about the lo-fi, or the lo-fi. Somebody's telling me about the LFO. Oh, I think that these mean that they're constantly watching. A lot of drive, and you can change things up here.
This is just one section of the keyboard, because
Yes.
a keyboard
can-
has 88 keys.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can
see
move
it.
it. So
maybe
you see this?
25
You see
keys.
this bend tool right here? It's pretty cool.
Yes.
So if you have that on your keyboard, you press this button and you bend that up.
Oh yes, I know. There,
Right?
yes.
All right, so
I
let's
have
do
it.
what you wanted to see here, and let's try to find. You know what? Let's do this. Let's try to find grand piano. So we're gonna go to search.
I can play it by ear on my piano.
There we are. That's horrible. Changing. Let's try a different one. It still sounds bad, but it's not too bad. Let's try this one. You just,
Does this only record audio, or can it lay down the MIDI
all
tracks?
kinds of MIDI. Yeah, it's made for
Cool.
that, by the way. And you can quantize it. That's what I was going to show you, but I can't get it to record. You can quantize up here. And you can IQ. Yeah, so much things. But let's talk vocals, because I'm really a vocals person now. So to delete a track, we can, instead of right click it, we can just, I think, shift up. Yeah. There we go. And then we could just press shift T, I think. There we go. There's my voice. There we are, that green meter. That's me. So I can go, here's some cool stuff. I can go, hello, everybody. What are you doing today? All right, cool. You like that? Here we go. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? All right, cool. Let's do it again. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? And one more time, just to make it fun. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? All right, let's change this one up because obviously. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? All right.
Nice.
So if you listen back to that, it's going to sound offbeat. Like everything's not with each other. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? Yeah, it's pretty close. Let's go to the mix here. And let's send this to the left, this to the right, this to the left, and this to the right. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? Look at a little stereo in there. And I'm saying to myself, well, this ain't, let's see. We have this, and then, yeah. There we go. We're working on this one right here. We can, I think, just open it up, right? Go to our little bend tool and mark it, right? And then mark it right here. And then we can, I think, yeah, there we go. We can move it around. So we get it right on. Now, if we want to do it manually, that's how you do it manually. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? But I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to. I don't want to do it. Sorry. I just don't. So I purchased a program that's called, it's called Vocaline. I feel like I'm advertising here now. So you'll click the first track, right? Hold down shift, click the next track. That's all you need to do. That's it. Audio. Edit with Vocaline. Right? I'm not going to clip capture. I'm going to drag it down into it and drag down this one into it. So we now have our guide is going to always be the top and our capture is going to be the second. So this is already done, by the way. Let's move on. Let's close out. And now we're going to have 1 and 3. So let's do shift that and let's go to audio, edit with Vocaline again. 1 and 3 is done now. I'm out. Now we're going to go 1 and 4. It's this fast.
A lot quicker.
Right?
Jeez,
And then edit
amazing.
with Vocaline again. And it's done, right? And ready, guys? Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? It's all in sync.
Amazing.
So these are the cool little tricks you can do. So, you know, you want to add some with this. You want to add some really cool, let's go, that clipped right there. I don't know why. You want to add some cool effects to it. I think, and this is my opinion, that this reverb is amazing. But let's put that on a, let's put on that FX channel. Yeah? And let's do, yeah, I think I'm going to send this to the FX. Send them all to the FX one. That's about right. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? Let's open this back up. Oh, if I can. My thing's frozen. There we go. Take that room size down, that width down. Let's take that height up a little bit. Squeeze it in there. The mix is locked. I don't want that locked. I want that down. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? So you put some music with that. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? I unplugged. Hold on. I'm doing this backwards too. Usually I would do it forward. This is not right. Here we go. All right, let's get the guitar in there. Let's see what it sounds like. Sometimes this happens. You got to put it back. Yeah, well, that happened. What am I on here? Huh. Let me send this back over to here. All right. Because I have... Oh, I can put that up here. Let me try to match this up real fast. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? Yeah, it's not right, but it's close. We'll get it there, though. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? These aren't the right chords, are they? Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? Let's take this over here. Don't know why it got mixed up. So I gotta put that send over on that side. Remove that. Let's play that. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? All right, cool. Add another one. And it's just fun. You just keep going. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? All right. Let me take this off. Wish I could do this like all live for somebody, like a whole audience. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? Let's put this to the other ear. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? All right. So what are you guys doing today?
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
great.
cool. Bravo, Martin.
Some cool
No, I
stuff.
didn't
Right?
I didn't use the metronome or anything on
Absolutely.
that, but we're just having fun with it. So, can you stretch these beats like for the guitar to it? Yeah, and you can stretch drums to it. With MIDIs, you can always quantize. You don't want to quantize the vocals; it will sound really gross.
Hmm.
But once you have what you want, you know, so like say that this is a C or whatever. It's not a C, but hello everybody. So we got it. Let's solo that. Hello every. I have another really cool program that's called Melodyne. What does that do? Well, it takes my vocals and tells me where I went wrong.
Hmm.
Hello everybody. Hello. There we go. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Isn't that funny, right? It's cool. You just kind of mess with them. So this, sometimes it does this. You got to stretch it out. I don't know exactly how everything works. There it is. It won't move up. Let's click off of it. It's hard to work with. Not impossible. There we go. Hello everybody. What? Hello everybody. Hello everybody. What are you doing today? Today. All right. Right. Dude. Hello everybody. What are you doing today? And if I didn't like that there was so much reverb on there, I would go like this and do this, and I would day. Yeah, so it's not hitting all these other notes. And I would take this up a little bit, maybe this up a little bit more. Doing what? See, this one drops really low. You can see this one. This note is just dropping. So I want to pull it up. And I don't have to. I can. It can make it be natural if all I want. But. Hello, everybody. What are you doing today? But now it's more in tune with the guitar. But I did that backwards, so that's a thing that you can do.
Amazing.
So there's a lot of things in this. You guys come help me. Be part of the team.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
We got limiters. We got levelers. We got expanders and compressors, and we got EQ, you know. and that's all there. That's part of the program. There's other things like Pro Q3 that's expensive. Melodyne's expensive. These are expensive VSTs, but they do have a cheaper version of Melodyne that starts off at a lower price. But build up your guys' empire of music abilities, okay? Whether it be a rack, you guys know what a rack is, right? So your mixer board and maybe you have like a compressor built in. I don't think that would be smart to use built-in compressors. It's always better to have everything raw vocal. But if you're not drummers, then you're okay. Bass player, you're good to go with just Mackie Pro FX and electric guitar. Get a pedal. And pianist, this is a tool for you, or you do something that you'd want to do, but so many options. You can go online and get a VST that has a ton of things: cellos, violins, pianos, and you name it. But since you're a pianist, you could probably play it all. It's just a thing that pianos can do, just play everything. But yes, this is a little bit of that, and I'm gonna quietly close out of this.
Thank you, Martin.
Thanks for that, Martin. That was very, very interesting.
I think as people build up their own DAWs and VSTs and stuff like that, I think we going forward in some of these Saturday sessions, we can do some more of these like little learning sessions on how to use the DAWs and
definitely
and what they're capable of and what kind of things you should be looking for. So that'll help everybody, get educated with all the stuff that Martin's learned through his hard work. So
Absolutely.
all right, I want to show you one more. Go ahead.
Oh, maybe then at the end of the meeting, we can close out with a song. We've got your new song. Is that possible?
What? Say it again?
Can we, after, I guess, are you going to go over the app, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, afterwards, when we close out, instead of a quote, can we have Martin playing the new song?
It's up to Marty.
Are you game?
It's kind of embarrassing. Yes, I can do that, but we could do the quote and then the song.
Oh, you can play while you can play.
I don't think we have a quote.
We do have a quote.
Rob,
That one? Oh.
Martin can play the song while you're reading the quotes.
Ooh, I'll play back.
He will accompany you while you read the quotes.
Fine.
This is the climax. We
Collaboration.
reached the climax of the.
All right, let me share my
meeting.
screen. I want to show you guys something we've been working on, Marty and I.
I want this map, Rob. Absolutely.
Okay.
This is.
So-
I'm collecting all your maps.
Let me hide this.
Build business apps fast.
All right. So we're creating a change management app that lets users go into an app and put in changes to an application. And then they get routed through an approval process to be approved by someone who's administering the application itself. So this is SharePoint, and this is a list that contains different values like the change description, the priority, the status, who it's assigned to, the approval status. And then we created a Power App. This is even mobile ready. That exposes that list. You can run this on your phone. You can run it within Microsoft Teams. And it contains all the values. And you can go in and so the status itself, this is security trimmed, so only certain people can see the status and edit the status.
Yeah, we'd be working on code.
Why is that not working?
We
Yeah.
will figure that out.
Right. And then the list is updated. So now that this item has gone through, an email has been sent to the approver, and we have this Power Automate flow that when a new item is created on that list, it sends an email with an approval or a rejection, where they can approve and reject, and then it sends an email back to the requester, informing them of the approval or the rejection. So this is all within the Microsoft ecosystem platform and very low code, but you can quickly develop apps. Let me show you what this looks like.
Do you have a blur tool on your video editor where you can blur out certain things?
Maybe.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
Okay, we can talk offline. But this is the app
think you
itself.
can in the YouTube editor. I think you have blurring functions.
But we've got all of our details screens, our member screen, and each one of these we can control and do all sorts of cool stuff with it. But yeah, that's what we've been working on.
Cool.
Cool.
Can you set me up an account?
I can, because I just bought another license today that I can get you the information to.
Okay.
So you can play with it.
Yeah, that looks really, really useful.
Yeah, it's super easy to build.
Considering it's low code and all that,
Well,
that looks really, really good.
There's some bells and whistles here where we're hiding things and showing things. That took some code, but to build from the list, all I have to do is, where's it going? Integrate Power Apps, create an app, and it'll build that app, the core of it. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's
So yeah, you can do it that way, or you can even start it out with Scratch.
Yep.
And just go whatever way you want to build it.
Mm-hmm.
You can do tons of code. You can do little code.
Yep. But I can set you up and send you some resources that will get you started.
Yeah, cool. I'd like to have a look at that. Interesting. Thanks, Rob.
Fun stuff. All right. So last but not least, we have the quote of the week. And then we'll do Martin's song. Perhaps your challenge isn't finding a better project or a better boss. Perhaps you need to get in touch with what it means to feel passionate. People with passion look for ways to make things happen.
Couldn't agree more.
Yep.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, and after the week I've had at work, that really rings true.
There you go. All right, Marty, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and it's your show.
All right, then.
Go on, Martin.
So just for everybody in the world to know, this song is ours. Don't steal it. All right, for real. I can't find the other version that I was working on, so I will work with this one right here. I have too many files. I need to clean my computer. It's just a mess. It's like, all right, it's a dorm room mess. When I was young, things were easy and light. I rested softly as I slept through the night. My thoughts were endless and without pain, but where am I now, nothing feels the same. Whoa, wishing I could be back by your side. Oh, won't you take me back to the time? Back to the time when nothing really mattered, when life didn't feel all broken and tattered. Back to the time when nothing really mattered. Back to the time when everything was better. I've been loving you since I was young, and I miss the days when I was young. When I was young, I made my way, worked things out, had things to say. When I felt love, I felt alive. But now where I stand is with my back against the tides. Whoa, wishing I could be back by your side. No, won't you take me back to that time? Back to the time when nothing really mattered, when life didn't feel all broken and tattered. And to the time when nothing really mattered. Back to the time when everything was better. I've been loving you since I was young, and I miss the days when I was young. I've been loving you since I was young, and I miss the days when I was young, when I was young, young. Anyway, there's like a bridge in there that I'm not singing, but that's a little bit of how When I Was Young's working out.
Bravo, Martin.
Sounding great, mate.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Alright.
Nicoletta says bravo too. She's 9 years old.
Ah,
You have a new fan, Martin. She was here and then she listened to the to your song and she said, "Oh wow, he's really good." She said,
thank you.
Well, it's the truth, Martin.
So I like that I'm putting more spirit and soul into the guitar part of it instead of just strumming. You know, just 1, 2, 3, 4 strumming and having other instruments be the soul and spirit. I really like that it can be a solo song.
Absolutely. Yep.
Well done, Martin.
Yeah, excellent work, mate.
Thank you.
Great work.
Well,
Sorry, that program's called Studio One, right?
Studio One, different versions of Studio One, but yeah, you can do like Studio One editor.
you use Studio One Professional, right?
Yep.
Okay,
But-
cool.
But you really want to start out with something that, if you don't want Pro, because you're not going to use all these tools over here, then don't get Pro. Like really look at what it comes with, you know?
Okay, yeah.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to end
Well,
the
I hope
meeting
you
here.
enjoy the rest of the weekend, everyone. And Kevin, I hope you have a better week ahead.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot,
Yeah,
Glennis.
yeah.
Same to you.
it can
Yeah,
only
thanks,
go up
everyone.
from here, right, Kevin?
Well, that's right. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. Yep. Stay positive and all that.
Have you
Nice to
heard
talk
from
to you, everyone.
Have you
Also,
heard from Gary?
Ciao,
I
Kevin.
phoned him. I phoned him and texted him. No answer. So I'm going to just go around the house tomorrow and see if he's in.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let us
Well,
know.
say hello and give him our best.
I will. Yeah, I
And tell
literally
him to
haven't
get on
heard a word
Discord.
from him. He's not getting back to me at all. And normally, you know, my phone says, "Oh, the message has been delivered" and all that, but I haven't heard anything. So I'm just going to go around the house and see if he's in.
Okay.
Sounds
Say
good.
hi to him for me, please, Kevin.
I
okay?
will. Yeah, I'll give him all your best, and I'll
Thanks
let
a
you
lot.
know.
Yeah, give us an update for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll do.
Right. Goodbye,
Okay,
everyone.
Take it
everyone.
Thanks a
easy.
lot.
Take care.
Ciao,
Bye.
See you all.
Kenneth.
Take
Ciao,
care.
Rob.
Bye.
Ciao,
Bye.
Martin. Great.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.